So Hardeep, you visited Latin America recently, and you've of course been there over the last few years. What is your opinion on the region in terms of its potential in agribusiness?
I think it's a no-brainer. The world is going to be short of food. Asia is going to have a burgeoning population. There is no arable land anywhere in the world, which is new arable land that is going to come under the plow. It's largely going to happen in South America and to an extent in Africa, but mostly in South America. So the largest emerging surpluses of food are going to come out of South America. That's already happening now in oilseeds, it's already happening in vegetable oil, it's already happening in some of the grain complexes, sugar. But we will see a host of other crops coming out of South America. Unless, of course, there is a synthetic substitute to food, and we haven't seen that yet. But as long as food comes out of the soil, we will see South America becoming increasingly more relevant to world food. And that is why it becomes important for companies, for individuals to hedge themselves, who are interested in agriculture, to hedge themselves with some capacity in South America.
You mentioned to some extent investors being interested in Africa, and especially over the last couple of years, there's been a rush from Middle Eastern sovereign wealth funds as well as investors to enter into places like Sudan and Ethiopia for farming. What's your take on that?
Ethiopia, I think East Africa is definitely a play. I'm not sure that politically, socially, it is manageable by people who do not have a familiarity with that geography and that domain. Saudi Arabians, Middle Eastern investors possibly have a better familiarity with operating in that domain than will European, American, and definitely Indian investors. And you're not talking about setting up distribution businesses or small manufacturing businesses. You're talking about actually getting involved with land, with people, with agri processes, which are a lightning rod, which are very close to the heart of people. As of now, land still has to be developed. But what happens after you've developed the land? What happens when that land changes in value? Will you have an enduring capability to be able to operate in that environment? And will your investment therefore endure? And that's the question I ask myself, and that's the question most investors will ask themselves when they look at Africa. It's difficult to generalize. There are always pockets of opportunity, but generally I would say that South America is a very different, much larger opportunity, and much more here and now than Africa. I think also in terms of security of investment, if you're making a larger play, you are looking at economies which at the turn of the last century were among the most vibrant economies in the world. So you have a rule of law. There's parts of Brazil, etc., where you've got some violence, but otherwise, you go to countries like Uruguay, etc., it's completely safe. And so leave out Venezuela and leave out parts of Brazil. And Argentina now getting tainted a bit by street violence, etc. But otherwise, managing a business in most of South America is not complex relative to developed geographies. Africa is a whole different game.
Okay, thank you for your comments.